In our daily lives, we rely on sound more than we realize. The hum of a fan tells us the power's on. A car honk warns us of danger. The ding of a message brings anticipation. Sound design and video editing works the same way. It makes your visuals feel alive. From the subtle footsteps in a quiet hallway to the powerful rumble of an explosion, good sound design doesn't just support the visuals, it enhances them. Sometimes even tells the story better than the visuals themselves. So in this video, we are going to learn different types of sound effects and the moment when you should be using them in your videos. Next, we will discuss how to organize your sound effects so that you could access and preview your all the S effects without opening File Explorer every single time. And then we will see some technique to sound design like a pro. And in the end, we will discuss some mistakes, which you should avoid while sound design. So without downloading a 100 gig sound effects pack, let's get started. There are many types of sound effects used for specific purpose while editing videos, like whooshes, boom or impact, risers, Foley, UI SFX, reverse SFX, ambience or atmosphere SFX, hits, door creaks, glitch, or distortion. But if you need something special and unique, like an explosion in a cave or a specific type of copyright-free background music, it can be very time-consuming to find the perfect fit. But with the help of this AI audio tool that I found, you can generate any sound with just a simple text prompt. Think ChatGPT, but for audio. Just type the sound that you want and click this button, and this tool will automatically generate exactly what you asked for in seconds. And that's not all. This tool is also a hidden gem for anyone who needs to regularly find copyright-free music. Just describe the song that you want, and again, in seconds, the tool will create copyright-free, unique music using only AI. This tool also comes with insane AI features like text-to-speech, extracting vocals, instruments, or extending the song, and much more. It's basically an all-in-one audio tool that can assist you with every part of sound design and music sourcing. You can use this tool in various ways using your creativity, and you also get 500 monthly credits for free. So try it out with the link in the description. Now let's see how to add sound effects faster. Organizing all the sound effects could be a hectic task to do in everyone's editing journey. But before you waste any further time, let me share an awesome way by which you can add your sound effects and organize them efficiently. First, create a folder called Sound Effects. And if you have downloaded any SFX, simply extract that folder here and organize each types of sound effects in their specific folders. Now you have to download the Premiere Composer, and after the installation, simply click on the user library and then hit Add Folder. And now you have to browse through the location where you have stored all of your sound effects and hit OK. Now you can preview all of your sound effects or just search the sound effects and drag it in the timeline easily, which I believe is a must-know thing for every editor. Now let's see how to add SFX in a smart way. So here's a match cut animation, and I want to add some click sound effects on every time a scene is changed. So a normal person will apply the click sound and then try to match the peak of the sound on the cuts. But the real problem is, there's a lot of cuts in this clip, and doing this same process could be a hectic task to do it. Not only waste your time, but also cuts the time which you should be using on creative side instead of doing repetitive task. So to solve this problem, first we will add a marker and make sure it's lined up perfectly at the peak of the waveform, and simply match it on the first cut, and now duplicate it the number of times as the number of cuts in the video. And now we will stagger the SFX using Stratify script. So I'm gonna open the script and start pressing the button, and this will move all the layers at 1 frames next to the bottom layer for every layer. And we will, just like this, stop it when the R marker fits the next cut. And just like this, you have done this task easily. But this won't be able to help you in every scenario. For example, I want to add some click SFX on this subtitles, but due to uneven spacing between them, it's impossible to stagger the audio layer. But I'm going to tell you the fastest way to do this. So this time I'm using a click SFX, and I want it to place it when the text reveals itself. So first I will go to that point where text is starting. So I will drag this playhead, holding Shift, and this will snap it to that point. Now I will press Ctrl D to duplicate that SFX, and press left bracket key to snap it to the playhead like this, and start pressing Ctrl D and snapping SFX to initial point. So now we will just select all the SFX, and I will drag them slightly before the subtitles layers to sync the audio to text. I don't know this is faster or not, but it saves time. If there's a lot of layers, then it might come in handy. But if there aren't much layers, then you can do the same in Premiere, holding Alt key and dragging them easily. Choosing the right SFX is really important. For example, there are many types of whoosh SFX, like fast whoosh, slow whoosh, and electric whooshes. And same applies to many types of SFX, like risers and so. So, make sure to use the right SFX in your videos, and keep some variations to be unpredictable. Highlighting important words. In video editing, we can highlight important words by changing colors of specific words to make it stand out. But what about the talking head videos? Well, in this case, the first thing you can use is reverb effects. So to do it, we will make a cut at the starting point where we want to apply reverb effect, and then make a cut at the end point, and then select the audio and go to Essential Sounds panel, and there you can find reverb options. So use this slider according to the amount of reverb you need. Now the next option is to delete the music layer to make it stand out. For example, when someone got hit in Indian serials, they zoom in and out to multiple side character, which is completely opposite to what happens in real life. In reality, people will be quiet and process what's happened that exact moment, and everyone is silent. So to recreate the same moment, we make a cut during important part and delete the music, because sometimes no music creates so much impact than any other music you could find. Now listen to this and try to fit this in your brain. Whoosh sound effects, and it's one of the most used sound effects you can notice in almost every videos on the internet. It is used to emphasize movement, transition, or speed. You can use it during scene transitions, fast camera pans, object movement, or action cuts. The next one is boom, impact. It is mainly used to add weight, tension, or drama. You can use it for revealing key moments, title drops, fight scenes, or dramatic reveals. Example: a cinematic logo reveal or an explosion in an action scene. The next one is riser. Riser is used to create suspense or tension leading up to a climax. It is used before a drop in music, a reveal, or a major cut or something intense which is about to happen. How to use music in your videos. The simplest way to add music in your videos is to just download some popular non-copyright songs from YouTube and just drag it on your timeline, and repeat this process until the video ends. But if you want to create a smooth transition between the two songs, then just drag the audio like this and create a fade out by dragging this handles like this. And then drag the next audio and create a fade in like this. And this is better than we did before, but this only feels good if the both songs are identical in beats per second. And to hide this change, we will add a riser to cover it up. Levels of music and sound effects. As video editor, we want to show how much effort we have put in our video. And sometimes we don't realize that it will ruin the audience experience while watching the video. People don't care how much clips you have added while editing the video. They only care about the information which they want to know. So let's see how not to destroy your video. So first, we will search for the Properties panel and select all the voiceover. So first, we will click this solo button so that we can only focus on one track at a time, and then play the video, and then just watch the audio levels and make sure it's between -6 to -10 decibels. And for the sound effects, select the tracks where you have put them, or just go to Essential Sounds panel and make sure you haven't selected any clip. Now you can see these buttons by which you can select the types of audio layers in just a click, and then adjust the volume of sound effects at -15 to -25 range. Sometimes you will find some SFX which are way too loud, so we have to give them special treatment. So don't forget to miss them out, otherwise it will disrupt the whole video. Alright guys, this was it for the part 1. There are so many things which I want to share with you guys, but I'm really busy in other stuffs. So if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I will try to make the part 2 as soon as possible. Till then, goodbye.